In 2017, Oumuamua baffled scientists by accelerating on its own.
This object is really weird. I wish it never existed.
In 2025, 3I Atlas is doing something even stranger.
Is it an alien ship, a comet? Scientists and researchers are left puzzled.
It didn't just accelerate, it split, and the fragments are now traveling in a coordinated military formation. This isn't a drill. These are the facts coming from major observatories.
3I Atlas is not alone. A flock of comets have arrived into our inner solar system.
We're about to reveal the discovery, the impossible images of this fleet, and the mind-blowing chemical secret hidden inside the ice that finally explains the most bizarre astronomical event of our lifetime. A fleet appears. On July 1, 2025, the Atlas Survey Telescope in Chile, a powerful system designed to scan the sky for threats, picked up something new. It was a faint point of light moving fast. To put it mildly, this was a big deal. You see, this wasn't just another rock orbiting our sun. The math on its path was clear. This object came from outside our solar system. It was an interstellar visitor just passing through. This is only the third time in all of human history we have ever confirmed an object like this. First, in 2017, we had Oumuamua, the mysterious scout that tumbled past our planet. Then, in 2019, we found 2I/Borisov, which looked and acted more like a normal comet. And now this object, 3I Atlas. 3 visitors in just 8 years. This discovery alone was enough to get every astronomer excited. But here's the kicker. Atlas was different right from the start. Its speed was the first clue. It was clocked moving between 26 and 30 kilometers per second. Now that sounds incredibly fast, over 60,000 miles per hour, but in cosmic terms, that's actually slow. Most rogue objects flung out of their own star systems by gravity should be moving way faster. This slower speed was strange. It was almost, as some scientists whispered, like it was calmly riding an invisible current. Orbital analysts got to work tracing its path backward. They ran simulations for years, centuries, trying to find its home, and a wild pattern emerged. Atlas wasn't tumbling randomly. Its trajectory suggested it was part of a dynamically cold interstellar stream. That's a fancy term for a hidden river of objects, all flowing through the galaxy from the same birthplace. Not a random visitor. A convoy. If that was true, Atlas wasn't alone. It was just the first one we spotted. Within 72 hours, every major telescope on Earth and in orbit swung to look. The Hubble Space Telescope, Gemini North in Hawaii, and the brand new James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, all pointed their powerful eyes at the visitor. Everyone wanted answers. And then the images arrived. This is where the story breaks wide open. The observers, the people paid to stare at these dots of light, noticed something nobody expected. Near the comet, there were other faint points of light, not the comet's main body, not its tail. These were separate sources, multiple bright spots seemingly keeping pace with Atlas as it raced through space. Instantly, online forums and social media lit up. Amateur astronomers started sharing their own enhanced images, circling the anomalies. The question spread like wildfire. Are we watching a simple breakup, or is this something else? The speculation got wild and fast. Some claimed it was a fleet. Others said it was just natural fragmentation. But what many overlooked was how they were moving. When a comet breaks apart, the pieces fly off, scattered by the explosion and the sun's gravity. These weren't. They were holding a pattern. They were moving, to be blunt, in formation. This wasn't a random breakup, it was something else entirely. A fleet in formation. This is where things get truly strange. The objects weren't just near 3I Atlas, they were traveling with it. As Atlas moved, they moved, maintaining their relative positions. It looked coordinated, it looked, to be frank, artificial. The term military formation started being used because that's exactly what it looked like, a main craft surrounded by smaller escorts. You see, gravity doesn't work this way. Physics dictates that if a comet shatters, the fragments should drift apart on slightly different paths. Over millions of miles of travel, they should separate. These objects were not separating. It just doesn't add up. Scientists have seen one part of this puzzle before. Back in 2017, Oumuamua did something that still baffles experts. As it left our solar system, it accelerated. It sped up, pushed by some unseen force. There was no engine, no visible gas jets, just a mysterious push that defied gravity. The speculation, as you can imagine, was intense. Was it a light sail, an alien probe? The leading normal theory for Oumuamua was outgassing. The idea is that sunlight heated the object, turning frozen gas into vapor. These jets of gas then acted like tiny invisible rocket thrusters pushing the object. The problem? Nobody could prove it. Oumuamua was too far away, too faint, and we saw it too late. Now with 3i Atlas, we are seeing something even more complex. It's not one object being pushed, it's a whole group, and they all seem to be pushing themselves in the same relative direction, maintaining their pattern. This is non-gravitational acceleration on a level we have never seen. How could multiple separate dead fragments of rock and ice all manage to fire their thrusters in just the right way to stay in formation? The math is a nightmare. To make this happen naturally, you'd need each fragment to be identical. Each one would have to be spinning at the same rate, have the same shape, and have its gas jets in the exact same spot. The odds of that happening by chance are, to put it mildly, almost zero. This observation is the WTF moment for astronomers. It mimics intelligence. It looks controlled. And it's happening right now, just a few million miles away. The clue wasn't in the movement, but in what the comet was made of. Not made of water. While the trackers were mapping the fleet's impossible formation, another team was using the James Webb Space Telescope to figure out what 3i Atlas was made of. And the data that came back was, in a word, shocking. This was the biggest wow factor of all. Every comet we have ever studied from our own solar system is, at its core, a dirty snowball. They are dominated by water ice, H2O. But when JWST looked at the vapor coming off Atlas, it barely found any water. Instead, it found carbon dioxide. Lots of it. The official numbers are staggering. Of all the vapor detected, a whopping 88% was carbon dioxide. Let that sink in. This is the highest CO2 to water ratio ever recorded in any comet anywhere. This thing isn't a dirty snowball. It's a chunk of pure frozen dry ice. This chemistry shouldn't be possible under our rules of solar system formation. You see, our system has temperature zones. Close to the sun, only rock and metal can survive. A bit farther out, where Earth is, water ice can form. Even farther out, methane and ammonia freeze. But to get carbon dioxide to freeze into a solid comet, you need extreme cold. Temperatures that never rise above -100 degrees Fahrenheit. To build a comet this rich in CO2, it must have been born in the deep freeze. A place far, far from its star. Maybe it came from a system around a red dwarf, a star much colder and dimmer than our sun, or maybe it came from a place we've only theorized about. The frigid outer disk of a planetary system that operates by completely different rules. This isn't just a visitor. It's a sample from a type of world we could never reach, a frozen artifact from a solar system light years away. And this bizarre alien chemistry is the key to the whole mystery. Carbon dioxide ice doesn't just melt like water. When sunlight hits it, it turns directly from a solid into a gas in a powerful explosive burst. That CO2 isn't just weird, it's the engine driving the fleet. The physics of a ghost convoy. So let's get real. You've seen the headlines screaming about an alien fleet and crafts in military formation. Many people are wondering if this is it, if this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Here's what's actually happening. Astronomers are now almost certain this is a natural phenomenon, but one so rare and alien that it looks intelligent. The answer is the carbon dioxide. Remember those powerful jets of CO2 gas exploding off the surface? Those jets are the tiny rocket thrusters that push Oumuamua. And with Atlas, we're watching it happen in real time. Now, apply that to the fragments. When 3i Atlas broke apart, it didn't shatter into dead rocks. It shattered into multiple smaller chunks of that same explosive CO2 ice. Each fragment is now its own mini-comet. And as the sunlight hits each piece, they all start firing off their own CO2 jets. Think about it. They are all made of the exact same material. They all came from the same parent body. They are all responding to the sunlight in the exact same way at the exact same time. From our vantage point millions of miles away, this creates a stunning illusion. It's not a fleet of crafts communicating with each other to hold position. It's a group of identical icy fragments all pushing themselves in the same way. A scientist described it perfectly. It's formation flying through physics, not design. Those bright spots in the images? They are likely a mix of three things. 1. The real large CO2 fragments breaking off. 2. Background stars that get smeared into streaks because the telescope is tracking the fast-moving comet, not the sky. 3. Simple imaging artifacts. But the core phenomenon is real. The fragments are moving in a strange way, but the engine is natural. The real mystery here isn't a convoy. It's that we are finally seeing pieces of another star system. This discovery proves we are not alone, just not in the way you think. A river runs through it. So if it's not a fleet, what is it, and why are they all here? The idea of an organized armada is thrilling, maybe a little terrifying, but the thing is, the answer is just as mind-blowing. Remember that dynamically cold interstellar stream? It's a very scientific-sounding name for something that sounds like pure science fiction, a slow-moving river of objects, all drifting together through the dark like a flock of birds flying in formation. The cold part just means they're all moving at the same speed in the same direction, suggesting they all came from the same place, born from the same cloud of gas and dust countless millennia ago. 3I Atlas and its fragments are the smoking gun. They are definitive proof that this stream is real. We are not just seeing one random, lonely visitor that got lost. We are flying through a hidden conveyor belt of alien worlds, a stream of cosmic debris that was born somewhere else, in a star system we will probably never see. This discovery shatters our old picture of the solar system. It's not an isolated, walled-off island. It's swimming in a vast, unseen sea of interstellar material. And this isn't just dead rock and ice. This material carries the fundamental building blocks of life. These comets are like galactic delivery drivers, transporting raw materials between star systems. We're talking about complex organic molecules, carbon compounds, and yes, even water, just not in this specific one, which was mostly dry. Think about what that means. Earth itself might owe its existence to visitors just like this, objects that crashed here billions of years ago, seeding our barren, lifeless rock with the ingredients for biology. The water in your body, the carbon in your DNA, its journey might not have started here at all. It might have come from a place like this, hitching a ride on an interstellar conveyor belt. And here's the beautiful part. It works both ways. This isn't a one-way street. Right now, comets from our own solar system, born in the Oort cloud, are being flung out by the gravity of our giant planets. They are cast out into deep space, beginning a journey that could last millions of years. One day they will drift through someone else's backyard, past alien planets orbiting distant stars. It's a process of galactic mixing that has been happening for billions of years. The galaxy is constantly exchanging material. We are, in a very real way, sharing the same atoms with star systems we will never ever see. For all of human history, we believed we were alone. Then, in 2017, we found Oumuamua. It was a complete shock, a 1 in a million catch. Then came Borisov in 2019. We got lucky, twice. We found Atlas with an automated system, which was a huge step up, but the game is about to change completely. The new Vera Rubin Observatory, perched high in the Chilean mountains, is about to go online. This isn't just a bigger telescope. It's a colossal digital camera designed to do one thing: scan the entire night sky, every few nights, over and over. It will map the changing sky in unprecedented detail. Once it's running, scientists believe we will stop finding 1 or 2 of these visitors by chance. We will start finding dozens every single year. The trickle is about to become a flood. We're going from being explorers guessing in the dark to standing in front of an open fire hose of new discoveries. Atlas is just natural ice, but it proves our solar system is a highway. What if the next visitor isn't made of ice? Let us know your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.